Okay, so we want to find the area. They're asking us to find the circumference and the area of this circle. Okay, so again, from the exam 3 notes, here they are, exam 3 notes. Here's the formula, the area of a circle and the circumference. So let's be clear, area, area of any shape is the space inside of that shape. So there's area. And circumference is how far around the outer edge. It's like perimeter, basically. It's the same. They just use a special word for perimeter of a circle. I don't know why they made a special word, but they did. So it just means perimeter of the circle. They call it circumference. It's just all the way around the outer edge. Notice that these two formulas are very, very similar, aren't they? They both have the same 3 players, pi r squared and 2 pi r. The only difference is the 2's in the front instead of being in the power. And it might help you to remember it because area is always square units, isn't it? Like feet squared or yard squared or meter squared, centimeter squared, whatever. It's always square units. So that makes sense. The area formula has the square, whereas circumference is not area. So it doesn't have the r squared. The 2's just in the front. Okay, so let's do it. So on this question, they want us to first find the circumference. Okay, so let me write the circumference formula. So circumference is 2 pi r. So that's going to be 2 times pi. And what is the r? Well, the radius, look back at the picture here. Notice the radius is from the middle to the edge, isn't it? Radius is from the middle to the edge. So that's radius, just halfway. Notice radius is just halfway across the circle. It's not all the way, right? Because this would be all the way, but radius is just from the middle to, it's just halfway across. That's radius. So getting back here then, this 6 goes all the way across. And so if we just want to go from like here to here, that's just going to be half of that, isn't it? That's just going to be 3. Does that make sense? So radius is just half of the way across. So the radius is just going to be 3. So that'll be, on my picture anyway, 3. So that, now the 2 and the 3, you can multiply those without doing the pi. You can just put those together. It doesn't matter that the pi is between them. You can change the order of multiplication. So 6 pi, so that answer goes right here. See how they want you to give the exact answer with pi first and the approximation. So now they want you to plug in the pi, as they tell you right here, 3.14. So put in, so I put in for pi. So first off, I gave the 6 pi answer right here. They first want the pi answer, 6 pi. Did that. And then they want you to plug in the 3.14 for pi. And I'm getting 18.84. There we go. That's the first part. And now, second part of the question, they want the area. Down here, area. So that's, area is all the space in the middle, right? Circumference, which we just finished. Circumference was just around the outer edge. So we just found this, right? I just found that was circumference, just the outer edge. How far around, if you walked around the outer edge of the circle, what's the circumference? We just did that. And now for area, area formula is pi r squared. Very similar, right? See how similar these two formulas are, but for area, the r is squared because area is in square units. So pi times r, again, the r is 3. This is the r, is 3, halfway across the circle. So pi times 3 squared. 3 squared means 3 times 3. So that's 9 pi. They want the pi answer first, and then they want you to plug in the pi as 3.14 and give that answer. And I'm getting 28.26, 28.26, this answer right there. And that's in square feet, notice, right? Area is always square feet. Whereas circumference was just feet, just straight feet. Like how many feet all the way around the edge? How many feet around the edge? Whereas area is all the space in the middle, square feet. How many squares? We're saying there's 28.26 squares could actually fit in here. Is what we're saying. If you started fitting squares into this circle and kept going, 28.26 foot by foot squares would fit in there. That's what we're saying. There we go.